What up? So today is Monday, and
January 4th, 2025.
right. So what I want to talk about today is relationships, specifically romance related, and a 50-50 dynamic in romance, right? Because you see a lot of arguments about that online. You see that in real life. I've had arguments about it in real life in my relationships. Shit, I've had it even in my current one. So, 50-50. What do you think? Should things be 50-50? And what does that even mean, 50-50, right? My opinion on it, and what I mean by 50-50 is, for instance, here's a good example. Regardless of what she makes or what he makes, or both parties make in that relationship, I think everything should be split 50-50. Financially, the duties in the home, you know what I mean? If you guys got kids, you guys should do that as well. Split it 50-50.
Especially if you got kids.
Right? But even if you don't, I think the shit should be shared amongst each other, half and half, you know? I've had arguments about that, you know? And then sometimes I've even had the discussion about where the female's talking about, you know, that whole old school way of looking at it with the man being the man, which I think is an outdated
Yeah, this
way.
ain't the 50s no more. So all them old gender roles and bullshit like that. If you're over fucking 25, if you're over the age of 25, I think you should probably let that bullshit go. Like, I can't imagine somebody being here's a better way. If you're under 60, if you're under 50, you shouldn't be talking like that. You shouldn't be a 30-year-old still adhering to those type of things. I think it's outdated. I think you need to let that bullshit go.
Yeah, I think before it did matter. It mattered, and it actually there was a point to it back then when they talked about that whole, the woman did her little role with the cooking and cleaning and shit like that, and the man did his with being the provider.
Times were different then.
I think now we ain't got time for all that. At the end of the day, if we got a relationship or we got a family, you know, then you got to do what you got to do. And I think the best thing to do is share it amongst each other. You know, that way I think it prevents. First of all, I think it prevents animosity between each other. You know, because you don't got one saying I do more than you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever you feel about this, give me some answers. You know, give me your thoughts on this in the comments, because I really want to know. This is a discussion I've been wondering about for a long time, and I don't really get a chance to talk to many people about it. So, comment and let me know what you think about this, because, like I said, I've went through it in my own personal relationship and even past relationships.
Yeah, one person can get overwhelmed with doing too much after a while, you know? Like, I myself been in one situation. I've been in relationships where, you know, either for a while I wasn't working and she was, or vice versa, and one person get overwhelmed. And because they love you, they may not necessarily tell you, man, this is too much for me.
Right.
Because they love you. But inside, they starting to resent your ass a little bit.
Right.
You know what I mean? And everybody knows how women can be when they get in that mode. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying?
What happens?
Shit, she gonna start talking to a girlfriend, start talking bad. And if a girlfriend start talking bad, she gonna talk bad with you. And don't let her fuck her. Now, she's a really disloyal chick. And if there's like a dude from her job and they start talking a little bit, or any other dude that she might be interested in, or he might be interested in her. If he get talking bad about you, and if she's really bad, is she really a disloyal motherfucker? She gonna talk bad about you with him. You know, but later she gonna tell, I love you, babe, and she may love you, but she resents you now because it's not even.
Yeah.
It's too much weight on her. It's too much weight on her shoulders, understandably, and vice versa. Dudes, whatever. I don't want to exclude no relationships, same sex, all that. In any relationship, it should be 50-50 is what we're getting at.
Right. Because I've seen it on the other side of the fence with my father. Our father in his relationships, where he basically took on everything, you know what I mean? He
came from that era.
Right. But even now, whether he came from that era or not, being that he has a relationship in today's present day, you see there's still problems with it now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I see there's problems with it even now. I don't think it pertains to what's going on right now.
Yeah.
I think people are still living by that. I think two things. Either you really just don't get it, or you're taking advantage.
It's probably
I think you're taking advantage. You know what I mean? Either you haven't seen it does not work anymore, or you know that, but you're using that to take advantage. I see a lot of men get taken advantage in that situation. Women do too, believe that.
Yeah.
But I see a lot of men get taken advantage of that because they think that's what the definition of a real man is. You know what I mean? They think that's what makes a man.
Right.
So now you out here basically playing yourself.
Yep.
You're playing yourself. You know what I mean?
Adhere to stupid rules and roles that really don't apply today.
Doesn't apply anymore. So you know, I think things should be 50-50, and I think it should be 50-50 all the way down in every aspect of that relationship. You know, I'm trying to think of some other examples of how that plays out. I've seen it other than financially. I've seen it where
one just may be a lazy motherfucker, don't want to do shit, don't want to clean up.
Right, I was gonna say in a situation like that where, you know, keeping the house together, you know what I'm saying, keeping the home together.
Yeah.
I think you guys should share washing the dishes. You should share taking the trash out.
Yeah.
The man takes the trash out all the time. Nah, bullshit. The woman should do that too if she's capable of doing it.
Yeah,
which
man.
I'm pretty sure a lot of women are, unless she's asking her disability. I think she
Because
should
you
be
got
able
a
to do
vagina, you can't pick up some trash.
Yeah.
Now, if it's too heavy for you and I'm stronger, for sure, that just makes sense. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like let's put some thought into it. Let's put some logic to this situation. Let's not base it based on our fucking genders. Now, I understand logic. You know what I mean? Like if I know about some car shit and she got a car issue and I know about it, I'm gonna get in there and help. You know what I mean? But if she know a little bit, apply yourself. Let me know something. Let's tag team this situation. That's why we together. We're not here to fucking carry each other. We're here to assist each other as a team.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Touching on that thing where you said not here to carry each other, right? Because one of the things that's always irked me with that situation where the woman is expecting a man to like financially support her, I always felt like that's basically like being your daddy.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's like being your pops. And it's just like we're supposed to be in a relationship two adults, you know. So I don't think one or the other, or the man or the woman, should be literally just taking care of each other.
Obligated to.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
If
what you
you
choose to
wanna do that,
right? Then go right ahead. You know.
Sure. That's how you love. Go ahead. That's your love language.
But I do think it's a way to. I think one of the best ways to avoid a lot of animosity between each other in arguments is keeping things even. Mm-hmm. Keep it even. You know.
I agree.
You can't ask one person to do something and you're not willing to do it,
right.
Or you can ask one person not to do something and you're not willing to do it. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that, once again, dealt with it in my own situations in the past, but I've seen it in my father's relationships. I've seen it in brothers, families, relationships, friends. I see it, and it just kills me when I see that, you know? So, like, what do you think? I want to know. And as a matter of fact, do you think this applies in same-sex relationships as well? I'm always curious about that. Does that apply in same-sex relationships?
It's a very good question.
For those who are in same-sex relationships, let me know. I want to know, how do you handle that in those relationships?
How does that work?
Right?
Yeah.
And then even more, does it apply in relationships with when there's like a big age gap, right?
Yeah.
Let's say the guy's like 20 and she's like 40.
Yeah.
Right? Because we've seen those situations.
Yeah.
Does that apply then? You know, because one might have more experience in life. One might have more money than the other. One might have all kind of advantages, I guess you could say, than the other.
Yeah.
That's how you want to look at it.
Yeah.
But does it apply still? I'm curious about that. What do you think?
Yeah, that's true, because I've been in a good majority of the women that I've dated since I've been in serious relationships, I'll say after high school, were women that were older than me. Maybe about, I think the oldest age gap I was in a relationship was with a woman that I was maybe about 7 years.
He liked them older chicks. Yeah.
Well, and the reason why I thought that would work out is because I thought, well, she's got more experience, she's got a different perspective on life, she done been through more than me, and as an older woman, she would just kind of know what she would want, what she wanted a little bit more, right. And she wasn't tripping off the petty things like you would maybe with a chick that's in her 20s or 30s, definitely in her 30s, yeah, even then. Arguing about Instagram likes and, oh, you liked your picture, and who you looking at? And making a scene in public. That's one thing I don't do. That's embarrassing. I don't do that. I'll fuck around and break up with you on the spot. You want to make a scene. I don't do that. Like I said, because you're adults. You should be able to communicate like adults. You shouldn't be yelling at each other. You know what I mean? Respect first. So, yeah, I thought that would be the move. You know what I mean? But I was absolutely wrong, you know. I was absolutely wrong. I mean, I don't mean to sound disrespectful, but that shit don't necessarily mean nothing. Just because she's older and more experienced don't mean she got the maturity level.
100%, that doesn't matter because I've seen it
just
before.
recently learned that again.
Right, yeah. That's the thing.
That was my reasoning, but now I know that's not necessarily the case. That was my logic.
Yeah, because I definitely assumed that if someone was older than you, then they have all this more mature. They're more mature than you and have all these other life experiences that you haven't had.
Yeah.
You know, but that's not true. I've been the younger one and had a lot more experience in life and relationships than they did.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not really a factor at all. But yeah, this 50-50 thing. I wish people would catch on to that. I prefer it. You know. I mean, I think it works.
It's like I said, we're here for each other. We're here to grow together. We're, you know what I mean? Like, if that's why it's called a relationship. You guys are supposed to be relating. You guys are supposed to be not carrying each other, but assisting each other. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a I'm 50%, you're 50%, we make a whole. No, you get you right, she get her right, and y'all join forces.
Come together, right?
And y'all become stronger together.
Right, which opens up another thing for me. Conversation is that maybe you shouldn't be in a relationship then. If you don't have yourself together,
you shouldn't be in a relationship.
Then I don't think you should be in a relationship because I think that's what everybody should consider.
Mm-hmm.
Am I holding my shit down as one person first?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you ain't holding your own shit down as one person, you can't do that. Then I don't think you're prepped. I don't think you're prepared to be in a relationship.
Yeah, it's not fair to the other person.
Yeah, because then automatically that other person who is going to carry you. You know. And once again, if that's what you prefer, cool. Go ahead, do your thing. You know. But I think that's another thing. You should always be prepared as an individual first. Have your own individual stuff together first.
Mm-hmm.
Then you come together with somebody as a team, you know, in a partnership, and then you make this thing move together, right? But the weight of it would be a lot lighter if you both know how to handle your own shit individually, right? So, I don't know. That's my thoughts on that. I think you guys should comment, like, subscribe, so we can connect with you, stay connected with you. And give me your thoughts on it, because I really, really want to know.
So,
how do you feel?
Do you think, for the women out there, do you think, if you're a woman and you think a man is affectionate in terms of like being expressive about his emotions and stuff, would that be a turn off for you? Does that seem weak to you? Or would it make you uncomfortable that he can't express himself, his emotions?
Right, that's a good question, man, for real.
You know, because personally, I think any man that can't express himself, that can't express his emotions, in terms of like how he feels, and he's afraid to cry, he's too tough to cry. You know, I think that's a very imbalanced man.
Right.
And the objective here is to become a balanced person, a balanced human being. You know, a balanced grown man. That's what a grown man means. We use that term all the time. I'm a grown-ass man. I'm a grown-ass man. There's a lot of grown-ass men and women out here that's still tripping off their shit from childhood. That means you haven't grown out of that yet.
Right.
There's still men that still expect their woman to be their mom. Right. It's not a grown man. That's a man boy. Right. You know, that's what he is. Yeah, he look grown. You know what I mean? But he's a man mentally. He's a boy mentally because he expects his grown woman, to fucking be his mom.
Right.
You know? Cook me a sandwich, baby.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You a grown man. You can make you a sandwich, bro. I don't give a fuck about that.
And if you don't know how to cook, you better learn, bro.
Cooking is a survival skill, fool.
Learn it off YouTube, bro. Wherever the fuck you want to learn it, but learn it. Because all that old, I'm a man, I shouldn't have to know how to cook bullshit, bro.
Doing dishes, nigga, please.
That's grown man shit.
That's grown man shit.
That's adulthood right there, baby.
Yeah.
Man or woman. Fuck all that. You know what I mean? Like, I get annoyed when I see men who do that shit. Matter of fact, let's talk about this. What is a man? What makes a man?
Right.
Because that's a big argument. That's a big conversation too. That
I'll be tripping off that.
You know what I mean?
Do say that shit so many times.
Right.
Like, do you even know?
What is a man? What do you consider a man?
Yeah.
You know, comment in the comment section. Let me know. What do you think a man is? What makes a real man? You know, or what makes a real woman for that?
Mm-hmm.
For that. You know, because like, I've got my own opinions of what I think a woman is, but I can't really truly say I can pin it all the way down because I ain't a woman, right? I know what I prefer in a woman.
Yeah.
You know, but I can't tell you what makes a woman.
Right.
But it irks the shit out of me when I hear women say,
right,
what a man is.
Yeah, but you're not a man. You know what I mean?
Right.
You have your idea of what you want from a man,
and that's cool.
And you're entitled to that.
100%. I think you're right in that fact, you know. But just say all around what a man is, it's just like,
yeah.
you know. But I'm sure there's a lot of men out there have strong ideas and opinions about what a man is, and if you do, comment, let us know what you think. Because first of, I'll just say this: what I think partially of what a man is a person, a male who considers themselves a person who takes care of his responsibilities. I think women should do that as well.
Hold themselves
accountable. You know what I'm saying? You know, whatever actions you put out there, be prepared to deal with the consequences of that action.
Yeah,
no matter what it is.
Nobody else.
Don't blame anybody else, right?
Yeah.
I think that's part of what makes a man. You know, obviously some masculinity plays a part.
Yeah.
You know, but a healthy masculinity. You know,
damn right about that.
These days we talk about toxic masculinity.
Right.
I think it exists. Don't get it wrong.
It does exist, but it's been
exists.
overused now.
Yeah.
And in some ways, now it's to the point where a man just expresses any type of masculinity. Oh, he's toxic.
Right.
No, he's just being a man. Yeah, we can only be who he is. I mean, shit.
Right.
You know, vice versa. Women too. Basically, what I'm saying is, I'd be glad in 2025. Can we do away with the fucking double standards? I think it's kind of played
That's
out.
what I'm. Yeah, that's a big one for sure. I'm tired.
No more
I'm so
double
sick of double
standards,
standards, man. I think it should.
It's just boring.
But this is what I meant by 50-50. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's partially what I meant. You know.
Yeah. It just makes you boring. If you're so stuck on being a man and so stuck on being a woman and doing what only things that women do and only things that men do, men don't do this and women ain't supposed to do that, that makes you a boring person, in my opinion.
Right.
I don't want to be with no chick that can only do girly things. I need to see a little strength.
Right.
Can you kick a little ass? Shit, my ex-girlfriend, she helped me move furniture.
Right.
That was the first chick that ever helped me move furniture for once. She was very much a woman. That's my baby mom. She never fucking hesitated to help me with stuff like that.
Yeah.
Cause she was able to. I would have never asked her, but she was willing to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. At least be willing to. That's all I'm asking. You know what I mean? For me. I ain't saying everybody else, but that's what turns me on about women. A woman that's strong as well as feminine.
Because don't get it twisted. We all embody, man and woman, we all embody feminine and masculine qualities, right?
Sure. That's how the Creator made us.
Right.
Balanced.
Right. And if you don't, and we all embody it, but some people aren't very in touch with it.
Nah.
And that's what I think you're an imbalanced person if you're shy away from that, you know. So if you're one of those people I'm talking about, maybe you should look into that and learning how to cultivate that and embrace both sides, because we're masculine and feminine, you know. Yeah. So I think to be a balanced person, you should definitely embrace that. But
let go of old standards, man.
Yeah.
No more
2025, let it go.
No more double standards.
Let it burn.
Yeah. Cause in reality, man, we ain't that much different from each other. Yeah, we're all unique in our own ways, but in terms of being a human, we ain't that, and male and female, we're not that different from each other, man.
Really ain't.
I know that's what you would like to believe, because it probably makes it easier for you to either be manipulative or just be a very boring person and you're scared to change.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we ain't that different. So stop trying to make it that way.
And also stop pushing this narrative like we're with each other, because I see a lot of movies and a lot of things like that on TV that we're just like this man versus woman thing.
Right.
That's so stupid, bro. We should be working together.
We need each other, man.
Yeah.
We all need each other. But in terms of male and females, we all could use a little help from each other, a little bit of knowledge from each other.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
A little love from each other.
We all have certain strengths and weaknesses that we can help balance out for each other.
We shouldn't be at odds with each other, man.
Yeah.
Shit's already kind of fucked up as is. And I ain't saying it's fucked up. Excuse me. It's a little challenging.
Right.
So why make things harder than it needs to be? Let's work with each other, man. We're not here to work against each other. Let's work with each other. Let's show a little more love to each other. You know what I'm saying? I'm just so afraid when you see a person on the street and, I don't know, I'm gonna keep walking.
Right. In general, human period.
Yeah.
Right. We should do that.
You know what I mean?
For sure. You know what I mean?
Saying hi to a person can make their day. You believe it or not, I see it all the time, man. You know, people walk by homeless people all the time just because they're homeless. They don't want nothing to do with it. They ain't gonna harm you. They just living their life like you live in yours. They doing the best they can do. You know? I almost brought up some other shit, but we'll wait for that for tomorrow. I'm gonna say that for tomorrow.
Right.
But yeah,
50-50 in relationships, particularly in romance, right? So let me know your thoughts on this, because I really want to know your answers. I want to know what you think about this.
for sure.
Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment,
And share.
and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Love
It's
you.
going good for you.
Love yourself for yourself.